Thus, the first ecclesiastical gathering in history was summoned, and is today known as the Council of Nicaea. It was a bizarre event that provided many details of early clerical thinking and presents a clear picture of the intellectual climate prevailing at the time. It was at this gathering that Christianity was born. About 4 years prior to chairing the council, Constantine had been initiated into the religious order of Sol Invictus, one of the two thriving cults that regarded the sun as the one and only supreme god. The other was Mithraism. Because of his sun worship, he instructed Eusebius to convene the first of 3 sittings on the summer solstice, June 21, 325 AD, and it was held in a hall in Osius's palace. In an account of the proceedings of the conclave of presbyters gathered at Nicaea, Sabinius, bishop of Heraclea, who was in attendance, said, quote, "Excepting Constantine himself and Eusebius Pamphilius, they were a set of illiterate, simple creatures who understood nothing." End quote. This is another luminous confession of the ignorance and uncritical credulity of early churchmen. Dr. Richard Watson, a disillusioned Christian historian and one-time Bishop of Llandaff in Wales in 1782, referred to them as, quote, "a set of gibbering idiots," end quote. From his extensive research into church councils, Dr. Watson concluded that, quote, "the clergy at the Council of Nicaea were all under the power of the devil, and the convention was composed of the lowest rabble and patronized the vilest abominations." End quote. It was that infantile body of men who were responsible for the commencement of a new religion and the theological creation of Jesus Christ. The Church admits that vital elements of the proceedings at Nicaea are, quote, "strangely absent from the canons." End quote. We shall see shortly what happened to them. However, according to records that endured, Eusebius occupied the first seat on the right of the emperor and delivered the inaugural address on the emperor's behalf. There were no British presbyters at the council but many Greek delegates. 70 Eastern bishops represented Asiatic factions, and small numbers came from other areas. Caecilian of Carthage traveled from Africa, Paphnutius of Thebes from Egypt, Nicasius of Dijon from Gaul, and Donus of Stridon made the journey from Pannonia. It was at that puerile assembly, and with so many cults represented, that a total of 318 bishops, priests, deacons, subdeacons, acolytes, and exorcists gathered to debate and decide upon a unified belief system that encompassed only one God. By this time, a huge assortment of, quote, "wild texts," end quote, circulated amongst presbyters, and they supported a great variety